Hi and welcome to this video log with me, Wayne, from SwimCycleRunCoach. Everyone likes to receive something new, and I bought a pair of new shoes last week. They arrived early this week, and they are from On, a Swiss manufacturer. They come with a really nice snazzy little box that you can see. I think you can only buy them online at the moment, but the purpose of this is to open the box, see what's inside, and then give you a review of the actual shoe themselves when I put them on. Okay, so let's open the box. That's interesting. The shoes, they're neatly packed, but you'd expect that with a new pair of shoes that are reasonably expensive, I suppose. But if you can see, the sole has square holes in them, in cutouts. And the reason I bought the shoes, because those square holes are meant to collapse as you land, giving you exceptional cushioning. We'll see if that actually works. So it gives you cushioning, and then it gives you a drive off of the forefoot, or it's meant to give you a drive off the forefoot. The fall from back to front is 0.6 of a centimetre. It's only 6 millimeters, so there's not much. They're meant to give you a very barefoot feel, but in a cushioned shoe, which tends not to happen, which is why I found them interesting. Another interesting thing is, as you look inside, they have a last inside that's holding the shoe shape, so they're not leaving the shoe shape to chance. They're actually putting a last in there. There's also a piece of tissue paper to keep them safe. So they're not leaving that to chance. And they look, the heel tab looks good, they look solid, they feel pretty solid. And these, you can see, I don't know if you can, I'll get a closer look at this in a short while, but they do collapse as you hit them. But another thing that attracted me to the shoe was this here, the fact that they come with elastic laces already in. Now for a triathlete, that means that they're actually built with elastic laces in mind, either slipping in with a sock or without a sock. Now I tend to run, or like to run, without socks because it gets you used to it. So we'll see how that works. Okay, let's just get a little bit closer so you can have a closer look. Okay, so here we are, slightly more up close and personal. And hopefully you can get a look at the last that is in there, which really does protect the shape of the shoe. That's the shoe itself, and inside the box there were some extra laces, so if you don't want the elastic laces you can replace them. There was also this, which is a sort of credit card thing with an owner ID. I assume once you plug in your owner ID you can go online and do various things. I haven't tried that out. But that's the shoe, and you can see that these blocks collapse as you press them in. And that's the whole idea. The whole idea is that it gives you cushioning where you didn't have cushioning before. And that cushioning effectively is on a shoe based on a free running principle. So you don't have a massive heel and a drop to the forefoot. There's 0.6 of a centimetre between front and back. The laces, as you can tell, nicely fitted, and you can just slip your foot in. It's quite a narrow shoe, so for someone with a big foot you might need a slightly bigger size. But they are neat. You've got the underneath groove running all the way through, as you can see, and they're incredibly flexible. See? Easily flex them. Okay, all we've got to do now is try them on, see how they fit, and then go for a run in them.
Okay, so what we're actually going to do here is look effectively at 10 strides from the side. It's his normal speed, so it's slightly difficult to see. We're then going to take that normal speed 10 strides from the front, and then we're going to go to the rear and look at 10 strides again. Again, all of these have been at normal speed. We're then going to look at slow motion from the side, and I think you can actually see on the blocks that there's a good compression. Now I'm particularly trying to midfoot strike. I've trained myself to midfoot strike because I get a lot of Achilles and calf muscle problems. And this is slow motion, 256 frames a second. And it's just at 2 speeds. So we're just going to go up to a slightly higher speed now and see how that compressioning works. You can see that the compression of all those blocks clearly adds to the cushioning effect that the shoe has.
Okay, so just to recap, I've done two runs with the OnShoes now, and both runs have been slightly different. The first run you saw was partly a changing pace run, where I did 400s in different places so I could film it. You've seen the results of that. After the 400s, I actually did 3 times 1Ks at varying pace again, just to continue the run. Now I'm getting over an injury from my soleus, so I'm not taking it up too high in terms of speed, because that is the thing that seems to set my soleus off, my soleus and gastrocnemius, on my left leg. And I'm just getting over that, and I really don't want to hit that again. But one thing I found with these, you feel the cushioning, you do feel that they're cushioned. They feel fairly flat, but very stable laterally. The shoes I'm currently using, or like to use, are the Nike Frees, and your foot really is unstable in those. But these, it's very flexible longitudinally, but laterally it's very, very stable, and I think that's helping my Achilles and gastroc and soleus. I did wear them barefoot. I only had one issue, and that's a little rub on the top of the foot where I think I must have just tweaked my foot with the tongue of the shoe. So that's the only issue I had with barefoot, although I did put blisteries inside the shoes, which you can get on the site if you want to have a look. The shoe is very snug. It's very it's perfect for elastic laces. It really does fit the foot quite well. I have quite a narrow foot, so you may, if you're a larger footed person, certainly front foot, you may need a half a size up. But my legs after a run were incredibly rested. They were totally unstressed. I was really shocked at how fresh my legs felt after each run. So the second run was effectively a 6.5k run with a 1.2k warm up and a 0.5k cool down, and it was just a straight basic sort of tempo run, nothing else. But that's what I've done. Now the blocks with the cushioning seem to work incredibly well. You feel the cushioning, but they don't feel that different. Just after the run, my legs felt fresh after both runs, and normally running hurts me, and I do feel it in my quads. I didn't feel anything in my quads, and to me that's a revelation, because of all the bits of triathlon, running for me is the hard bit. And that's why I found when I initially started triathlon that triathlon was going to be a challenge, because never in my life was I a runner. But these made me feel like I hadn't been actually out for a run, and to me that is an absolute revelation, and it makes me think that these shoes are likely to be exceptionally good for long distance runners and for triathletes, where you want that recovery, you want to feel fresh after you've come back for a run. There you go, that's my review. These shoes could be a revelation for people who have calf injury or people who want to feel fresh after a run. If you want cushioning but flexibility longitudinally and support laterally, then these probably are the shoes for you. Okay, that's it for now. Next week will be something different. Thanks for watching. Keep trying. We're getting very close to the season.